cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm a brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Used it on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party, wanna climb the time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear it out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we have Zaven Collins. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Cowboys and the Seahawks. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top...
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Murray. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Shifts past him at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. From the gun, Murray. He finds Hardy on the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Sanders' kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow. Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
Sometimes, partner, this is the result of the quarterback is simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. They could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Taking it about the 36. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
11 empty.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Seahawks had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now it's Burrow. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
11 empty.
Chubb again. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Murray now on 1st down. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He finds Wilson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 28 yards. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Beckham. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To the air again, Burrow. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. Tucker's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. On on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That pass is caught by Hardy. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop. It's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Defensively getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First down, Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here we go, here we go.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Room here to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now Chubb running right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it, but the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I'll tell you, if you lined up Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson for a foot race, I think Kyler Murray might just be a bit faster. And, boy, was he moving there. Incredible.
Out route pass complete to Goddard. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dallas Goddard, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
11.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb, and he is going to lose yardage here. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Murray. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dallas Goedert, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. Well, the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 24, Burrow.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick slant complete to OBJ. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 44, Burrow. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So third down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A give running right is Chubb. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Tucker's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Cowboys down on the scoreboard. 1:06 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. To throw is Murray. Pass complete, Goddard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. He's going to let it fly. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome is in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Seahawks, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll drop to 0-2.
And they will be back home next week for a date with